Hey guys, it's Jessie and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video and another reading vlog. So today we have a super fun one. This is a trend I've seen going around for about a month or so. I believe it was Destiny Sidwell that was the first person I saw do this, but please do correct me if you know of anyone else that did it before her. But today we're going to be doing the random number generator controls how long I read for a week. So for 5 days, 6 days if you include the one day that I skipped out in the middle, but we won't talk about that. I will be basically using a number generator from 1 to 10 to decide how many hours I have to read for that day. So make sure you keep on watching if you want to see how well I did, what books I read, all my thoughts on them, etc, etc. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. I hope you enjoy. Okay, I'm a little bit in darkness, but we are going to generate my number of hours to be read for the first day. It's currently 11:35, so a bit of a later start than I would have wanted to, but I did have a dentist appointment. This lighting's awful. Okay, different angle, but I do think the lighting's much better. So I did have a dentist appointment and then I went for breakfast, so I'm a little bit late to start. But yeah, I'm really hoping for a reasonably low number today. I'm not too sure if we'll get it. Can you see there? I basically jumbled up these, so it's not kind of gonna be in exactly numerical order, but I'm going to generate now. Oh my god, please don't be too high. Please don't be too high. 4. Okay, 4. I can do 4. 4's okay. Okay, we're reading for 4 hours today. That's not too bad. We can do that. That's manageable. Okay, I'm very, very pleased. I think I'm going to start Murder in the Family today. I'm quite interested in that, mixed media vibes. So yeah, I'm going to put 4 hours on my timer and get started with my reading. Good. 4 is good. I can do 4. Okay, so it is a little bit later now. I got about an hour in to Murder in the Family, and then I just took a break to edit a video, post that, to have dinner, etc, etc. So now I'm coming at you a little bit later. We have 2 hours and 52 minutes remaining on the timer for today. So I'm basically going to sit down now, binge this book, whack the time out. I don't know whether I'll finish the book or the timer first. I'm not too sure, because like 4 hours would normally take me to like, I don't know, maybe like 380 pages, and the book is like 460, but it is reading quite fast. I think in the first hour, let me just check Goodreads because it will give me a percentage. In the first hour I got 28% of the way through, so I mean, who knows, we'll see. But I am enjoying it so far. Basically it's mixed media, but it's mainly a script slash transcript of a TV show. So it's basically an investigation into this cold case of the stepfather of like the producer of this crime TV show, and he's died. He's been found in the garden, like with his head smashed in and a load of injuries. That is not lovely, and definitely looks like a homicide. And there's like a bunch of like, you know, suspicious people, and there's kind of suspicion surrounding the family members. There's suspicion kind of, or at least unknown, surrounding his past. So lots of interesting kind of dynamics going on there. And yeah, it's basically following the true crime show. It's going like episode by episode, and you're kind of following them as they work through it, and it's all told in the format of that script, plus like some articles, text messages, things like that. So I'm definitely intrigued by it. It's not like gripping me 1000%. I think if I wasn't doing this challenge I could probably put it down, and I would probably pick it back up, you know, tomorrow morning, but like it's not that I can't put it down. But then again, I am only about 30% of the way through it, so I'm definitely excited to continue on. I'm going to do that now. I'm on page 137, so it really didn't take me too long to get there. But yeah, I'm basically going to continue on reading it now and read for another 2 hours 50 minutes this evening. So yeah, see you in a bit. I could tell you I don't think you'd believe how long I felt this way. I'm begging you to stay, and if I could show you, I'd hope that you could see all the possibilities. There could be a place. Oh my gosh, okay, I need to pause my time. I've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. I just finished Murder in the Family. Oh my goodness, this was so good. I was fully on the edge of my seat. I did predict, I'd say not too far from the end. I'd say probably maybe like 50 pages from the end. I predicted who the killer was, and I was correct. But overall, very, very good. Like, it's very, very good. I very much liked it. I think I'm gonna give it a 5 stars. I really, really, really loved it. And yeah, it had me guessing for ages, and from about, I'd say 150 pages in, like, I was like, it was a page turner, and then from like maybe like 250 pages, like, I could not put it down. I was having to like cover half of the page. I'd loved to have been completely shocked at the twist. I felt like the pieces were there, but then there were certain things as well that were revealed that I was like, oh my god, that connect back, and now it's like, I want to read this again. Oh, I love this one. For like 3 minutes, I don't know what I'm gonna read. I might pick up Part of Your World, which is just here. I am partway through it for a different video. I don't normally like to double up, but like for literally 3 minutes, I feel like it would be ridiculous for me to start a full new book. And then I'm going to randomly generate for tomorrow's hours, just because if it's really, really long, I want to listen to an audiobook when I like get ready and stuff in the morning, and maybe read as soon as I wake up. And I don't want to have to wake up and immediately be on camera, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to read Part of Your World for like 3 minutes now, and then we will randomly generate for tomorrow. Hey, we are all done for today. I'm also loving Part of Your World, like a lot. So I'm just gonna finish this chapter and then we'll generate for tomorrow. I really hope it's not long, because I've now got plans tomorrow. Okay, in an attempt to not have the same angles every time, we're doing this. I'm not sure how well this works. You're resting on a teddy bear, but I'm going to pull up my random number generator. I don't know why. I don't want to speak it into existence, but like, I do not have the best feeling. So anyway, we've got 4 blanked out. Honestly, I'm really, really hoping for 5 at a push. Really nothing more. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Please be low, 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 please be low. Can you guys even see that number? Well, lovely. No, that's so good. 9 hours. I will try my best. Again, obviously I'm allowed audiobooks. If for some reason I just can't manage it, so if I get to like 7, I might take off the 7 hours off the random wheel and keep the 9 hours on for another day. But I'm really gonna try for 9. It literally could not be worse. Like, it could be 10, but like, it could not be worse. Alright, cool. See you tomorrow, yay, love this, bye. Peace for you and me. And under the stars, you pack up your car, 'cause you're going far. Okay, so it is 3 PM now, 3:15, and I have read for 25 minutes today, which was my audiobook whilst I was getting ready. I ended up going out with my mum. Like I said, I ended up having plans when I didn't expect to, so that has put us back quite a while. So, I mean, if we continue on, like, non-stop, we will finish at 11:49 PM, which isn't atrocious, but I think it's going to be much later. So I am kind of out of the habit of reading during the day. I'm really into, like, reading in the evening now, so I think I'm going to put on an audiobook for now. I will be picking up Us Against You by Frederick Buckman, which I am excited for. That's the one I kind of fancy. I just put my bookmark in. I read, like, the first chapter, but only very, very briefly. So yeah, I'm going to listen to my audiobook of The 7-Year Slip, and I'm actually going to do some colouring. I've got, like, an abstract book, and I just kind of fancy doing something mindless but not on a screen whilst I get through some of this audiobook. So yeah, very excited. And yeah, I also realised that Murder in the Family was my 100th book of the year, which is so fun because that means my 100th book was a 5-star, which is great. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit of colouring now. It's just like kind of like patterns and stuff like that, so you can see some of them have already been done. Yeah, so just going to do some of that now and listen to the audiobook. So I listened for just under an hour, maybe 7:44 is left on my timer. Oh my god. And now I think I'm going to start Us Against You by Frederick Buckman. I really hope I love it as much as the first one. So yeah, let's get back started. Can I hit the button? Yay! Hey guys, so I am halfway through the challenge. We've got 4.5 hours left. It is 11 PM. Do I think I'll be up until 3? It's not likely. It is not likely, but I have got 46 pages into Us Against You, which I will continue to read tonight. But I think the first thing I want to do is to finish off my audiobook. That's kind of how I've got through the majority of the time today, I think. I am 64% of the way through it, and as I'm listening to it on 2 times speed, I should have 1 hour and 42 minutes left. So I'm going to try and finish that up this evening, so I can at least have finished like a book today. But basically with the 7-year slip, I will talk a little bit about it because I am like 64% of the way through. But we are basically following our protagonist Clementine. Basically she has moved into her aunt's old apartment, which is magical and it can transport you back in time. So that's that. Pretty much, and it transports her back in time, like in the apartment, to a time where this guy is subletting the apartment from her aunt. She kind of can't control when she goes back and forth, and yeah, it's just very, very interesting, and I'm very excited to continue on with it. I think it's probably sitting around a 4 at the moment, but I am enjoying it. I'm going to continue on with it now, and yeah, that will be the plan. But I am hoping to finish it today and then hopefully read a bit of Us Against You. We will see. Okay, I can't remember when we last spoke. I'm looking so rough because I'm about to go to bed. But I finished the 7-year slip. I believe I last spoke to you when I was 4.5 hours in. So I finished up the 7-year slip and I really, really enjoyed it. It was so cute. I ended up giving that one a 4.5, which is pretty high for me for a audiobook as well. I didn't absolutely adore the narrator. She narrated All Good People Here, which I didn't like, and I kind of like her voice sounded like a bit weirdly familiar to me, obviously because I'd listened to a whole book by her before, and I don't love that. Like listening to repeat narrators and stuff, it kind of makes me think of the past books a bit, but I still really, really, really loved it. I thought the story was so cute and I loved it. Was kind of like a more unique take on a traditional romance book, which I really, really loved. And then I did say I was going to get back into Us Against You, but I am still on page 46 of this. Instead, I ended up picking up Part of Your World, and I ended up finishing this off. I think I was about maybe like 250 pages in ish, and I read up to the end, and it was what, like 372 pages. So timer wise, with the time remaining, I have 1 hour and 49 minutes remaining. However, that will take me to 4:30 AM if you see that there, and I'm not about to do that. I'm sorry. I find it so weird that I said this morning like maybe it would be like 7 hours or something, and then I'll just swap that out, and it literally was 7 hours. So I'm gonna do what I said this morning. I'm sorry. I did end up having plans today from 10 till 3, which I didn't know about until yesterday. Had a great time, but I wasn't expecting to have like 5 hours taken up, so I definitely would have been able to finish this if it wasn't for that, annoyingly. But yeah, unfortunately I will be putting the 9 hours back on the timer. I don't know if you can see, but I've just popped the 9 hours back on, and I'm going to cut off the 7, which means we can't select it. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing any more reading tonight, unfortunately. Also, I'm not talking about this one too much because I don't like to double up books for videos, but I just really felt like reading this. But this is the only book I'm going to be doubling up, don't worry. And yeah, I gave it 5 stars. I will just say I cried uncontrollably for a little bit. I just loved the male main character so much that I wanted everything to go right for him, and when he was even remotely upset, I would then sob. But yeah, I love this one. 5 stars. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it, and we will generate for tomorrow's reading. So tomorrow I'm going to see a film at like 2ish, so that'll be done like 2 hours or so, and besides that I'm pretty much free. Obviously, as I'm now going to bed at 2, I probably will not wake up super early, but I'm hoping for something maybe like 6 or less, ideally. So let's randomly generate for tomorrow. Obviously I won't be able to generate 7 or 4, I believe, so we'll just, okay, that one is 8. Guys, oh my god, you're actually joking. Okay, that's so great. At least tomorrow I think I'm going to be building like my bookcase and stuff, so I'll have time to listen to an audiobook and stuff. I did, by the way, organise my top shelf. You'll have already seen that, but look at that, it's stunning. I love her. If we get 10 as well in this challenge, I will scream. Anyway, I'm going to bed now to prepare for my 8 hours of reading tomorrow. Yay! Anyway, see you tomorrow. I was just about to start Rules for Vanishing, but it's mixed media, so I think I'm going to pick that one up physically and not listen to the audiobook. So I'm going to listen to Unlikable Female Characters instead. I would just vlog this normally, but like I'm editing videos, so my SD card's all plugged in, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm going to listen to that one instead. Hey guys, today I had a very busy day. When I was home, I was doing my new bookshelves, which is super duper exciting. Oh, this is going to be the background from videos and it's going to look so good. I was doing that while I was watching the F1, so super busy day today, but I did get a bit of reading done. I got kind of some listening of my audiobook done really, rather than like specifically reading. But I am not super far into my timer, to be honest. I'm not even halfway through, which is atrocious. I am 4 hours and 23 minutes remaining, meaning I'll finish at 4 AM. I don't think we're going to do it today, but it's 10 to 12 now, and I do want to do some physical reading, obviously. I don't really feel like continuing on with Us Against You, just because I'm a little bit sleepy, and Frederick Backman's books, I love the writing, so I want to be like fully aware, present, taking in all the beautiful lines and stuff. So instead, I think I'm going to pick up The Maze Runner, which is on the TBR for this month. This is obviously a reread for me. I did read this as a child and really enjoyed it. I also watched the movies a few months ago. I watched the first one with my boyfriend, which was super fun, and made me really want to pick up the book. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be reading now, basically, until I get too tired. I might finish it. Who knows, we'll see, but I'm gonna try and power along. I've technically done 3.5 hours of today, which is pretty bad, to be fair, but I am 50% through Unlikable Female Characters, and it's sitting like maybe a high 3 at the moment. So yeah, I need to get some more reading done. Hey guys, I'm looking a little bit rough. Why do I look Rudolph with my nose right now? Anyway, we'll ignore that. I look a little rough right now. That is because I just woke up. I fell asleep so quickly last night with getting about 3 chapters into the Maze Runner. It's so bad, but what we're gonna do today, we are gonna add the time left over to the time that I generate for today, which I will regret. I know I had 4 hours left. That's horrendous. That's so bad. That means I read for like 4 hours yesterday. Awful, poor form, poor. But to make up for it, I'm going to add the 4 hours to the time today, and if I can, maybe I'll add the 2 hours from the other day I missed, even though I did change the spinning wheel for that. But we're going to add 4 hours to the time. So I mean, if I get 10 today, I might just, you know, not exist anymore, but you know what, it's fine. Okay, so let's randomly generate the time, and keep in mind that we will be adding 4 hours to this, whatever it is. Oh god, please play. Okay, that is so doable. Okay, so we're reading for 5 hours today. So I'm just going to basically add an hour on to the 4 hours that we had remaining. I may, seeing how things go, I may add the 2 hours on, and then I could have bashed out technically the whole time today. Not too sure, but I will just add on. So it was 4 hours and 4 minutes remaining. I'm now going to make it 5 hours and 4 minutes, and that is our time today. Depending on how things go, I do have a lot of pre-filming, so I'm going traveling for a little bit at the end of September, so I've got a lot of stuff to do today, but 5 hours is definitely doable. I'm really sorry that I didn't do well yesterday. I just got so busy and my bookshelves took me so long to do. Even though I was listening to an audiobook, for some reason I just didn't manage to get it done, and I always get so insecure when I don't do challenges very well. I feel like there's no point doing the video, but I still like watching them when other people don't do them perfectly. For today and tomorrow, I will try really hard. 5 hours of reading today, it's not too bad. Okay, so I've just sat down, I got all ready for the day, filmed a video, and now I'm ready to pick what to read next. So I couldn't really decide between The Maze Runner and Us Against You. I've started both of them, so I don't want to start any more books, but I put a poll up on my community tab. It's only been up there for a couple of hours, but I basically asked you guys which I should pick, so I'm checking now, and it's only got 49 votes. It's only been up 2 hours. Maze Runner has pulled ahead a lot. I just realised you can see that I've liked my own post. No hate, no shade. Yeah, so Maze Runner's pulled ahead by 61%. I think that's probably because it's just got way more name recognisability than Us Against You, but yeah, so it's 61 to 39, so not awfully, you know, pulling ahead, but yeah, I'm gonna give that one a read now, and I don't think I'll sit and finish the whole book, but maybe I'll aim to get maybe an hour or so done right now. Okay, to tell you the truth, I'm really not feeling the Maze Runner vibes right now. I got through about an hour's worth on my timer earlier. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to not show you like all my notifications and expose all my friends' names. Yeah, so I've got 3 hours 54 left, and I was thinking, I was like, what have I got on my TBR? The other books, the other 3 books I could pick. I've obviously got Us Against You, and then on my TBR for this month, that I was kind of hoping to fit into this video, I've got ACOTAR, Everything I Know About Love, and Sleeping Giants, and the only one of those I'm really feeling is Everything I Know About Love, and I don't know if I want a non-fiction right now, so I think I might just it sounds so stupid because like I can read whatever I want. Normally I don't, normally I don't mood read, but like I think I'm gonna just treat myself to one of my most anticipated reads, which is one of the newest books I bought. It's a 2023 release, and I think I'm gonna pick up Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. This is a short book. I believe it's kind of horror, thriller, mystery vibes, and I'm super excited for it, and I think it's the perfect thing to kind of get me, you know, into it, feeling good vibes, and yeah, I'm gonna hopefully finish this book this evening.
Wish I could solve but I never call, and you're going all away this year. If I could tell you, I don't think you'd believe how long I felt this way. I'm begging you to stay.
Hey guys, it is now the next evening, so I didn't do this challenge today because I had a very busy day. I had this kind of planned anyway. I got my hair done. I don't know if you can see, it's definitely more blonde. You can't tell too well in this lighting, but I got a full head of highlights, and now I'm back being my kind of favourite shade of blonde. I'm not going to include it today in the video because, I mean, it literally took me, what, 3 and a bit hours to get my hair done, plus I had a bunch of other stuff to do today and a bunch of other just kind of like admin bits and appointments and things like that. So I knew automatically that I was going to fail today if I did do it, so I thought I would just move on to tomorrow. So today I'm going to give you the rundown of yesterday, because when I finished off the timer I went to bed straight away because I was super tired, and I also hadn't fully formulated thoughts, so I wanted to wait a little bit to talk to you about the books I read. So firstly, we finished Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. I read a little bit throughout the day. I read a bit of The Maze Runner. I also then went a little bit back to Us Against You, so I kind of was all over the place. I felt like yesterday I was reading very slowly because I don't know why, I feel like my concentration wasn't really there, but I did end up finishing Mr. Magic. And I think I went into this with having done an hour of the timer, and I think it maybe took me about 3 and a bit hours, maybe 4. I can't remember. I can't remember, to be honest, but it did take me a while to get through this. It is 300 pages long. It looks pretty short, but like the text is reasonably small on the page. It's not like a big textbook. This was definitely like a vibes book. It was pure vibes, very kind of weird, confusing. You didn't know what was going on. I'm not sure I'm 100% sure what was going on the whole time. It was definitely a very odd book. I wouldn't say weird in the same way people would describe, like, I know Bunny's been described weird. It's not weird in that way. It's just definitely an odd and a unique book, I think. Definitely pure vibes. There is plot, like there is characters. It was a strong vibes book, and the vibes were creepy, paranormally, 90s nostalgia type of vibes, and I really did actually enjoy this one. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping it would be a 5-star for me. I was hoping it would kind of lean more horror than it did. I feel like it lent more so just paranormal, I guess, rather than horror. Like there weren't many parts that were actually scary. There were some bits that were definitely, I'd say, maybe spooky, atmospheric, but there was no like scare there, I guess, which I was kind of hoping for. So I would give this a 4-star, I think. A lot of it is for the concept, and I did really enjoy the writing, and I thought it was a very interesting story and idea. I just think I personally, to have given it a 5 stars, would have needed some more horror, and I don't know whether I was just misinformed about the genre of this. This is more so, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's just pure vibes. But I had a really good time reading it. I really did enjoy, you know, my time with it. I would definitely recommend picking it up if it sounds like something you'd be interested. Like a 4-star is a solid review from me. Just unfortunately, I was kind of hoping for a 5 because I was so intrigued by it. And yeah, overall, I did really enjoy it though. I thought it was super cool, very unique, and yeah, definitely very creepy at times. I think I did tell you the synopsis. We're basically following Val and her group of childhood friends that she can't remember. She's blocked out all these memories of their time, and they were on the TV show Mr. Magic together, which has had all records wiped. Everything like that gets kind of brought up about it online is shut down. Like, there is barely any information about this TV show, and Val can't remember it. They can. Supposedly it ended in tragedy with a death and a fire, and they are basically going back for a reunion to make a podcast about the show, and Val is also going to hopefully learn more about what happened, and the big mystery is kind of what happened, and those type of vibes. And yeah, it was a really interesting read, definitely something different, and I'm glad I picked it up. I obviously binged it, and I do think it lends itself to binging. I feel like if I came back to it, I may have been less engrossed in the story, which I think is something that is definitely a plus when it is a vibes book. You want to be kind of like in it, feeling the vibes, you know what I mean? So
anyway, I had some time left, so I read more of the Maze Runner. I'm not going to give many thoughts on this, like, you guys know the Maze Runner. I feel like everyone does anyway. I'm 102 pages in now. Again, definitely reading very much slower yesterday than I normally would, and it's okay. It definitely feels heavily written towards like a 14-year-old boy. Do you know what I mean? Just the way things are. And I don't remember everyone being like so aggressive for no reason. Like they all like kind of like low-key hate each other for no reason. They have so much animosity towards Thomas. Like people are so aggressive and like they're like, I want this, I need it now type of thing. People are not chilled out at all. And yeah, it feels like the language and stuff, not the language, but like just the dialogue and stuff. It obviously, I know it is a young adult book, feels very like teenage boy tailored, whereas I don't remember the Hunger Games. I mean, I didn't remember this being like that, but I don't think the Hunger Games was. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't remember, but yeah, it's okay. It probably won't be a 5-star for me unless it picks up, just because I'm feeling it like it feels a little bit jarring to me, because I do not remember it kind of being like this. I don't know, just like I'm not loving it as much as I did at the time, obviously, which I think is to be expected. But then I think like books like the Hunger Games, I'm 99% sure I'm going to really love. So yeah, who knows. But anyway, we need to generate a time for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going back up to uni just to visit, and I'm going up there for a couple of nights. So on the train up I will be reading and such, so I do have some time to read tomorrow if I want to. So we have the timer here with the 1 hour, 8 hour, 7 hour and 4 hour blocked out. I believe that's correct, hopefully. And we're going to randomly generate for tomorrow, hopefully for something not too big, nothing ridiculous. 3. Okay, 3 is definitely doable and I can do that. So we've got 3 hours tomorrow for our final timer, and yeah, definitely should be doable. There's no reason why I won't be able to do that. So yeah.
If I could show you, I'd hope that you...
Hey guys, so I made it to uni. I had to get changed. It was swelteringly hot. It's so hot in the UK at the moment, it's ridiculous. I didn't actually read for too long because do I ever? No, probably not. I'm not a very good reader on a train. I just don't get those vibes. I think because I always listen to music, I associate it with listening to music, and I need to reassociate it with reading, so that whenever I get on a train I feel the reading vibes. Anyway, we read for like half an hour or something. Let me just check my timer. Yeah, we have 2 hours and 28 minutes remaining, if you can see, so definitely should be doable for tonight. Like, that's not an issue. I got 50 pages into Sleeping Giants and I am enjoying it. It's definitely a very easy read, very intriguing. Basically it's kind of told in interviews and stuff like that, and it's basically about this girl who is investigating the fact that a bunch of like body parts have been found, but they're like massive and they're made out of stone and like elements and stuff. They've been found around the world and they think it might be like extraterrestrial or something like that. So yeah, very intriguing, and yeah, I'm very excited to continue on. I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused, but like I'm like meant to be confused. It's not like I can't understand it. So yeah, anyway, gonna continue on with this now.
All the possibilities, there could be a place for you and me. I feel 100 degrees when you call my name, and I don't know what you see. Hope we feel the same. I feel 100 degrees when you call.
So to wrap everything up, you just saw me finishing off Sleeping Giants. It's now a couple of days later and we read some really good books for this video. So firstly, talking about the physical books that I finished. Firstly, I have now gone on to finish Sleeping Giants. I really didn't have much left. It was like something like 60 pages, so I went and finished this off. I finished it off yesterday as I'm filming this, and I really did enjoy it. I gave this one a 4 stars. I thought it was such a fun, unique concept. I love the kind of like interview format. I thought the story was super fun, super gripping, so yeah, a solid 4 star for me. I read the 2 kind of bonus novellas as well. It's like bonus chapters, I guess, and I'm very excited to pick up the next book. I think hopefully towards the end of the year maybe. Yeah, I really want to continue on with this series. Then I finished off Part of Your World that I won't talk too much about because obviously it's for another video, but this was a 5 star. First day I read the entirety of Murder in the Family, obsessed. I adored this book so much. I thought it was so fun, so gripping. Even though the ending didn't like shock me, I was still super enthralled. This was a solid 5 star. I had such a good time with this. And Mr. Magic, although it wasn't a 5 star that I was hoping for, I really did have a fun time with this as well. I thought it was a super unique story, and I gave this one a 4 stars. Then for audiobooks, I obviously finished the 7 Year Slip, which I gave a 4.5, I believe it was a 4.5. I think it could have had potential to be even higher if I'd read it physically, but I did listen to that one via audiobook. I got 50% through the audiobook of Unlikable Female Characters, which I'm definitely enjoying. That's kind of maybe a mid 3 for me. And then I also started both the Maze Runner and Us Against You, which unfortunately I didn't finish. I don't like not finishing books for videos, but whatever. I got up to page 102 in the Maze Runner and up to page 44 in Us Against You. Definitely going to pick this one up very, very soon, and probably will get around to this nearer the end of the month, maybe. I'm not sure. I might need to do another finishing books I've started video, because I am now like in the middle of tons, even though that was literally just my last vlog pretty much. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know I didn't do super successfully because I did fail on 2 days, but hopefully I kind of made it up in a way that still was doing a good amount of time reading. But yeah, I love doing fun little challenges like this where I don't have a set TBR, where it's kind of like the challenge is the reading, not the specific books, if that makes sense. So if you guys have any other ideas for this type of thing, let me know. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn the bell to join a little club, and make sure you turn on all notifications. Then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you want to watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on screen now to pick from, as well as a load linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!